And a good early afternoon on this Wednesday. Roger Hill of Wuthering Heights, VELCO's Weather Hazards Forecaster. A couple systems to take a look at. In fact, we got three of them here on the map. This is one that's departing our region. This is what's brought our recent bout of showers and a few thunderstorms. And it's exiting with this little ridge of higher pressure shown in these sort of tan-coated lines. That's at 500 millibars. And we have a next system. It's south of Hudson Bay here, working toward James Bay. Incidentally, there are some wildfires east of James Bay, up in parts of Quebec. The wildfires in British Columbia are gone thanks to this trough of lower pressure. It's brought in some much-needed precipitation there. And most of the rest of the wildfires are basically pretty high latitude. They're basically up into the Yukon, parts of Nunavut, and into portions of Alaska. However, we're not going to worry about that now. What we're going to see here is this next weather system approaching our region, and it's going to be our next weather maker that's going to arrive, it looks like, along about Thursday night. And dew point temperatures are kind of going up and down. Right now we're seeing the lower dew point temperatures working in basically in the 50s. It feels pretty nice outside, and it's going to be a pretty fabulous day on this Wednesday. Those dew point temperatures then work back into the region ahead of this next weather system, which is this frontal boundary here. That's going to be taking a position and kind of combining with this, and then that's going to work kind of through and north of our region. It may spin around for a time over the weekend, and then the next system kind of working through, it looks like on Saturday late in the day, Saturday night, and then maybe some lingering shower and thunderstorm activity northern border region along about Sunday. But overall, our excessive heat remains down in the deep south, and not a bad forecast ahead, with temperatures really not extraordinary in any one realm. We're going to stick with the European model here. This is valid at 2 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon, and this is just a little bit of feedback moisture. Really anything less than right about 1/100 of an inch typically is just a little bit of moisture feedback in the European model. And we do have some showers and what will be probably some isolated thunderstorms rolling in late in the day on Thursday. You can see that. That'll be for Thursday night. Kind of two areas of low pressure. Most of the heavy activity is going to be across southern parts of New England. And it doesn't look like a big deal for most of Vermont, maybe the southern sections. But overall, this is going to be working through and then out of the region for Friday. We set up with a better condition. Again, a little bit of moisture feedback. Just ignore that. And then the next system will be coming in. That looks like the arrival time will be basically Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. That system kind of lingers a little bit with this area of low pressure. And so there could be some lingering showers and thunderstorms along about Sunday. So over the weekend, a little bit more unsettled than it has been looking. Eventually, by the time we hit Monday, we're in between weather systems and an area of higher pressure develops. That's good news, so that we have a drier period on Monday. And then following that, looks like Tuesday, and then beyond the period, a little bit more unsettled, a little bit more of discontinuity to the forecast as well. Looking at the 3-hourly QPF, we have drier weather that's moving in now, and this is our next customer, and that's going to be for Thursday late in the day, Thursday into Thursday night. Then we dry out again, and then we have this business over the weekend, mostly Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, a little bit into Sunday, a little bit less of a drying period with that area of low pressure, kind of hanging out north of our region near the Quebec border. And then beyond that, a bigger surge of moisture potentially, but that's beyond the outlook period. What does it all mean? Well, we have this incremental little bit of an uptick in precipitation, then dries out. The next uptick in precipitation, kind of variable here, then dries out. And then we're looking at that bigger uptick in precipitation. You might note the blue line is the latest GFS model run. It's giving us around 2 inches, and the Europeans kind of been trending this way as well. But overall, I think for this outlook period, we're looking at a little bit above normal in northwestern corner of the state as well as the southeastern corner of the state. Everything else is going to be either near to slightly below normal. Seeing a lot of oscillations in the precipitable water as we dry things out on this Wednesday. We go drier, and then we see that moisture increase again. Precipitable water about 1.4, nothing special. And then we dry it out again. Another precipitable water max hits us, it looks like, on about the 12th, 13th as we head into this weekend. and then we dry things out just a little bit, and so on and so forth. Looking at the convective available potential energy, this would be the biggest day coming, and right now, Cape over shear looks like this. This is something we'll have to watch because shear has picked up. The wind's aloft, the wind field's aloft a little bit stronger, and so we're talking 35 to 40 knots, so that would indicate some severe, but we'll have to watch the capes, the instability factors on that incoming system. This would be over this coming weekend. Going out the next 7 days beyond this outlook period, this would be included from the Weather Prediction Center, the QPF, or Accumulated Precip. We're getting about 2.5 inches here in the purple. So a pretty healthy shot of precipitation indicated for the next 7 days. Quick look at sea surface temperature anomalies, and what it might mean is you can see that the Atlantic Ocean has very little below normal temperatures and near normal temperatures. Everything is way above normal. And this would support any kind of tropical cyclones, making it further up to the north and not losing its characteristics a little bit faster, or let's put it this way, it would be slower. And so it is something to watch. And then looking at 2-meter temperature anomalies, you can see almost colder, really almost coast to coast across most of the country, except where the heat is just continuing with this big heat dome. It's kind of suppressed. This is our high latitude blocking. It's forcing the jet stream to sort of come down here, and that's why things have cooled off just a little bit. Next 5 days, the maximum temperature is near neutral here, and a little bit cooler to the north, warmer to the south. And about 3 days later, not a whole lot of change. No worries indicated in the tropics. But what we have to watch is these Cape Verde storms, and what you'll see is a few of these starting to work off. This is as we head into beyond the period here. And so it looks like we're starting to see something that could spin up. And the trends are basically going around the Bermuda High or the Azores High. That's it from here. Roger Hill, Weathering Heights. Thanks for watching.